If you want to learn how to draw graffiti in Wildstyle, this video is for you. Stage 1. Fundamentals. Before you start any graffiti Wildstyle piece, you must begin with the fundamentals. The foundation is everything. Choose a basic letter font. You can find one online. For this piece, I choose the calligraphy font. Start by drawing 3 guidelines, one line at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. These guidelines help keep the flow and structure of the letters. Next, write the word Brazil, B-R-A-Z-I-A-L. Write the word Brazil, B-R-A-Z-I-L. Keep the letters inside the guidelines so the word reads as one solid piece. Brazil is located in South America, and this piece is inspired by its culture. Now I begin bending, twisting, and connecting the letters. I keep parts of the original font so the structure stays strong. What's up, YouTube and graffiti artists? My name is Ngchong. Welcome to my channel. I will be using water-based markers for this piece. During the process, I will be talking while the music plays. Later, I will also talk about the history of graffiti in Brazil. This piece is dedicated to Brazil. I see a lot of love coming from the people. Respect to you all. Extensions and balance. Now that is the style feels right. I add extensions and arrows and details. I add extension near the B and the L. Keep the piece balanced. I also look for negative space between the letters. In graffiti, spacing is important. Too much space can make the piece look like a separate words. Keep it tight but loose and flowing. Draw lightly and stay loose. Once you're satisfied, move on to the next step. Stage 4. 3D and perspective. To create a 3D block letter look, I use 1-point perspective. I place a vanishing point at the bottom center of the page. Sometimes I add another sheet of paper to create room for the point. Using a ruler, I draw lines from the vanishing point to corners of each letter. The thickness of the blocks is up to you. The angle here is the worm's eye view. If you want to learn more, study 1, 2, and 3-point perspective. Check out videos in YouTube for on perspective drawing. Stage 5. Inking. Once I am happy with the drawing, I move to the inking stage. I use a fine point pen for details and brush pen for the outline weight. Inside the letters, the lines are thinner, and around the outside, the lines are thicker. Inking is its own art form, not just tracing. Study pen ink and comic book inking to improve. After inking, erase all pencil lines. Check out those videos in YouTube. Stage 6. Coloring. Brazil theme. For color, I use the Brazilian flag colors, green, yellow, blue, and white. I choose lighter tones to keep the piece clean and flowing. I color using circular or up and down strokes. I blend light blue and light green while the ink is still wet, using the lighter color to blend. Darker green is added for the details. The barcodes follow the same perspective as the 3D blocks. Before getting into the history of Brazil graffiti, I want to thank everyone from Brazil for the love and comments. According to my analytics, United States is first, Germany second, France third, Italy fourth, and Brazil fifth. Brazil, leave a comment and let me know where you are from. If I get 20 comments or more, I will create another Brazil graffiti piece. Now let's get into the history of graffiti in Brazil. History Brazil graffiti. Brazil did not learn graffiti from the books. It learned it from the streets. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, while Brazil was still under a military dictatorship, the worlds of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro began to speak. People who had no voice on television, no space in newspapers, but the city walls were free. Messages appeared in the black paint, fast and raw. This early form was called Picaccio. So I guess I spelled it wrong, but I say it wrong, but I'm gonna say it again. It's spelled Picacao. Okay, hopefully, excuse me for that. Sharp letters climbing buildings like protest written in code. Picaccio was not about beauty. It was about survival, anger, and identity. As Brazil moved into the 1990s, something new began to grow beside it. Young artists started to look beyond protest and into style. Influenced by hip-hop, American graffiti, Brazilian music, and street life, graffiti in the Brazil evolved into colorful, powerful murals. The world became canvases and the city became a gallery. Sao Paulo turned into a heart of Brazilian graffiti. Concrete buildings, highways, abandoned factories were transformed into explosions of color. Artists did not just paint names, they painted stories. Poverty, joy, politics, culture, and everyday Brazilian life. Two brothers from the Sao Paulo known as Os Gêmeos, might say it wrong, but I'm going to spell it again. OSGEMEOS. So shout to you guys, because I see you got yourself in the history books. Congratulations. Alright. Help change how the world saw Brazilian graffiti. The yellow-skinned characters, dreamlike scenes, and playful details brought Brazilian street art onto global stage. But they never left. The streets behind the streets were always the soul. In Brazil, graffiti became more than rebellion, it became culture. Unlike many countries, Brazil slowly began to accept graffiti as art. Murals were protected, commissioned, and celebrated. Entire neighborhoods became open-air museums. Tourists came out just for beaches and music but for the walls. And still, Pacheco remains raw, illegal, controversial, reminding everyone that graffiti roots are not polite. It was born from struggle. Brazilian graffiti today is a mix of both worlds: Wildstyle letters, political messages, characters, murals, and all on the same walls. In Brazil, graffiti doesn't ask permission. It speaks loud, bold, free, just like the people who paint it. Hey Brazil, hope you like my story on Brazilian graffiti in history. So tell me if any errors or whatever, you can also make a comment, let me know, because I'm not expert. I just research the best research I can. But let's finish it off. If you want me to draw your name in Wildstyle Graffiti, check out the links in the description box below. For more details, visit my Etsy store. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Ngchong. Thank you for watching.